Hey everyone, it's Adam with UploadWP.com, and today I want to do a quick tutorial on SlideDeck 2. SlideDeck 2 is a premium image or content slider plugin that allows you to create dynamic source content sliders or custom content sliders. And in this video we'll set up one of each and just go into some of the details as far as the features that SlideDeck 2 offers. I did touch briefly on SlideDeck in our last tutorial on customizing the homepage of the misstyle theme. We inserted a SlideDeck image slider on the homepage, but I didn't go into any detail in terms of features that it has to offer or how it works and how to set it up. For more information on it as well, check out the written portion of this tutorial out on uploadwp.com, where I'll go into much more detail in terms of how to install it properly and so forth, and some of the other things. So check that out after you watch this. But I've created a demo site here, sliderdemo.info. I've installed the Canvas theme, which is a Woo Themes theme, but just keep in mind that SlideDeck will work with any WordPress theme, free or premium. So we're going to go ahead and just set up our first image, our first slider, and we're going to insert it here on the home page of our demo site. So if I go into the WordPress admin, you can see I've already installed the SlideDeck plugin, and once it's installed and you go to manage, you'll see you have an option to create a dynamic source slider or a custom content slider. And so we'll go ahead and create a custom content slider first. So I'm just going to go ahead and create SlideDeck. And then the first thing you want to do is give it a title, just so you know what this is going to be. I'll just say homepage custom content slider. Alright, and then you can go ahead and start by choosing your slide type. And again, you have the option to choose just an image, text, video, or HTML. So the first one, I'll just do an image slide. So if I click that, it's as easy as just uploading an image from your computer. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, go ahead and click upload. And once the picture has finished uploading, you'll see it show up right here. And then if we scroll down, you'll have the option of choosing whether you want a caption, body text overlay on this slide, on this particular slide, or none at all. In this case, I'll just leave a caption. Title, I'll just call it Molly and Brecken. And then slide link, if we want to link this slide to a page or a post on our site, we could do that. So for example, if I wanted to link it to this post out here, I would just go ahead and click on the URL and copy it, and then come back in here and paste in the slide link. And then we have the option right here to give it a description if we wanted to. In this case, I'm not going to. And then down here, you can control caption position, whether you want it to show up on the top or the bottom of the slide. So we'll leave it on the bottom. And then I'm just going to go ahead and click apply. And the first slide will appear right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that again. Let's create another slide. So just click on add slide. And this time, let's create a video slide. So here you can paste in the URL to the video, whether it's a YouTube video, a Dailymotion video, a Vimeo video, or wherever it's coming from. You can go ahead and just paste in the URL here. In this case, we'll just use a YouTube video. Okay, so we're going to go out to YouTube and find a video that we want to put in here, just as an example. We'll use this one. This is our video on customizing the homepage of the misstyle theme. So I'm just going to click on share, and then you'll get the link to the video right here. So I'll go ahead and just copy it. You can do this for any YouTube video. And then if I come back in here and paste it in, and then just click update, you'll see my video appear right here. And then in this case, I don't want it to have a caption, body text, so I'm just going to click on none. And the slide link would go to the video, but we could change that to go to a page or a post within our site if we wanted to. Click apply. Alright, so now we have two slides. We have an image and a video slide in our preview here. So let's create one more. Okay, let's create an HTML slide this time. So let's go ahead and just click on this. And then here we're going to paste in HTML, and it can be obviously anything that you want. In this case, I'm going to paste in the HTML for Google Maps. So if I go out to Google and I go to Maps, and then I find the location that I'd want to show. In this case, I'll just show Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, which is where this video is being created. I'll just say I want it to be large and then just copy the HTML as an example. But again, you could paste in any type of HTML you wanted to. If you have a business website, you might want to use Google Maps to show people where you're located. But again, it can be anything. This is just a quick example to show you what HTML looks like when used in one of the slides. So there you have Google Maps inserted. You can also create, if I click on this add slide again, a text slide. So a slide that's all text could have a basic layout, a multi-column, or a black quote type of layout for the text slide. I'm going to skip over this one, but just know that that one is available. We have an image slide, we have a video slide, and we have a HTML slide. Alright, so what I want to do now is go choose the lens that I want, and you'll see here that I have 8 different lenses to choose from. It's currently on the toolkit lens, and lenses are basically different style themes for the slider. So play around with the different lenses until you find a style that fits your specific site. But I will go into more detail on what the different lenses look like on the written portion of this tutorial out on uploadwp.com, so check that out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just go ahead and save this slide deck, and we're going to put it out. We're going to put it on the site, and then we're going to make adjustments from there. So after you click save, this will pop up just giving you the instructions on the 3 different ways that you can publish your slide deck. In this case, we're just going to use method number 1, where we click on the slide deck icon on the page we want to insert it in. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and close that, and then we're going to go to pages, and we're going to click on the page that we want to put it on. In this case, we want it to show up just above featured products right here on the home page. So I'm going to go to that page in the WordPress admin, and I'm going to click the spot that I want to insert it in and click insert slide deck. And then I'm going to select the slide deck I want. Obviously, we've only created one so far. If you created multiple slide decks, you'd be able to choose from the list here. And then I'm just going to click insert. It'll insert the shortcode for that slide deck. And if I click update, and then if we go out to the site and take a look, and you'll see your image slider appear out on the home page. And then from here, you can go ahead and just start making whatever adjustments to customize it to fit your site that you'd like. In this case, I would definitely want to make it so that it auto slides. Turn that functionality on, and I'll show you some other things you can do right now. Let's go ahead and do that. If we go back into the WordPress admin and we go to the homepage custom content slider, and then we scroll down to this options area right here, here's where we can start making some changes to how it functions as well as how it looks. But a couple things I'll point out. I'll go through this quickly and just point out some of the more important things for now. You do have the ability to control the size of the image slider, of the content slider. In this case, we have it set to medium, and that seems to work really well for this site. That fits perfect. But if you wanted to, you could have a small, large, or you could have a custom size and set the exact dimensions of the slide deck content slider. I'll skip over the other settings in here for now. Let's go to appearance. Here's where you could change the overall color of the slide to whatever you wanted, as well as the different, you could change the font type in here as well. You could change the thickness of the border or frame that's around the slide deck. Right now we have it on thick. You could change it to thin or hairline or none. And then if we go to content, here's where you could choose how you want the slide to link. Do you want the entire slide to link? For example, if we go to the image, if you have an image on there with a link, anywhere I click on this, it'll go to the link that I put behind this slide. I have that set to on right now. You could turn it off, and then they would have to click on a specific area on the slide for it to link. So this just gives you some ideas of customization, the level of customization. You can control whether the link opens in a new tab or in the same window. If I click on navigation, you have more control here. Here you can control things such as navigation position. Where do you want them to show up? In this case, it's set to bottom. You can see down here we have the 3 different dots right here, our navigation, and then we have arrows right here. You can control that. You could change the type of navigation. Right now it's set to dots. We could have it set to thumbnails, or we could turn it off completely. We'll just leave it on dots for now. And then if I click on playback, here's where we're going to control the auto play slide deck. So if we turn this on, The slide deck will now automatically slide when somebody goes to the home page of the site. You can also change things such as randomize slide order, and a bunch of other things that I'm not going to go into detail on here, but you can just kind of quickly take a look at. So I'm going to go ahead and save that slide deck, and then we'll go up to the site and refresh the page. So now you can see that this custom content slider will automatically slide when somebody goes to the home page of the site. And you should have a good idea of some of the customization level of customization that you can do to really make it match your site and function the way that you want. So that's a custom content slider. I want to do one more example of creating a dynamic source slide deck content slider, so that's what we'll do next. Alright, so I'm going to pause this video, get that set up, I'll be right back. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and create a dynamic source slider, and the dynamic source slide deck pulls in content automatically and will update itself automatically based on the sources that you choose, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Google+, whatever. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on Create Slide Deck. And here you can see the list of choices from where you can have this automatically pull content in from. In this case, we're going to use Instagram as the first one, so I'll just go ahead and click on that. And you can see the Instagram icon will show up right here. I'm going to give it a title. We'll just call it Dynamic Source Slider. Alright. And I'm going to click on this drop down right here to update Instagram or to configure it. I've already done it, but you'll need to just paste in your access token, which you'll get from your Instagram account, or the username of the Instagram account that you want to display images from. And then you can choose whether you want to display the recent photos or just photos that you like. Alright, so we'll leave it to recent photos and click apply. So this will now pull in automatically all of my Instagram images. And it'll update as I take more and more images from Instagram. So you can see it already has some in right now. And then as I take more, it'll continue to update this slider with more Instagram images. So I could just leave this slider as is and go ahead and just save save it and put it into a post if I wanted to right now, or I could continue customizing it. Let's go ahead and let's just change the lens from Toolkit to Classic, and let's see what that looks like. Okay, so you can see I get a little bit of a different look here. Let's try one more lens. Let's try this fashion lens. And again, lenses are basically just themes for the slider. Same thing as a WordPress theme. Yeah, I don't like that one, but you can play around with it, find the one that works. I'll stick with Toolkit for now. And then just the setup of it, I'm just going to do some basic things that I did in the last one. If I click on setup here, here's where you can control the number of slides, and this is unique for dynamic content sliders. You can right now we have it set to 5, as you can see right here, but I could go up to as many as I wanted. I'll just change it to 6. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to go to playback, and I want that to autoplay. So I want to turn that on right there. And you can control again what slide number you want to start sliding with, or to randomize it, whatever you want to do. One more thing I want to change is, let's see here, text overlay or content. Let's see if we go to content. I don't want to show, let me just see what it looks like right now. So we have the title of it, of the slide. I guess I can leave that for now, that's fine. So I'll go ahead, I'll leave the, I'll show the title and I'll show the link title. I'm going to turn off the excerpt though, and I'll turn off the read more. And date format will show when the picture was taken. And so forth. So I'm going to leave those settings as they are right now, and then we're just going to go ahead and save this slide deck. Okay, so let's say I want to put that into a post out on our demo site. Okay, so I'm just going to go into posts, and you can see that I have just a slide deck demo post created, so I'll just click edit, and we'll insert it right at the top of the post. So we'll put it right on top. Again, I'll just click Insert Slide Deck, and we'll choose Dynamic Source Slider and insert it, and then just update the post. Okay, there's our Dynamic Source Instagram slider that's pulling in my latest Instagram images, and will update automatically as I take more and more pictures with Instagram. So that's one example of a dynamic source content slider. And again, if we wanted to change this overlay, we could move it to the side, we could move it to the bottom, we could remove it completely, we could remove these arrows, we could have them hang outside the slider, we could completely customize this. I'm just touching on the very basics of this, but you can really make the actual slider look however you want. Let's create one more, or let's edit this dynamic slider. So let's just go in here and click edit, and we'll add another dynamic source. So let's just click add source. Let's go ahead and add Pinterest. Okay, and then just like Instagram, you'd have to go ahead and configure it. So here's where you would enter your Pinterest URL that would go to your user account, or you could go to a board if you want to as well. Just follow the instructions right here. I'll just leave it at default, and I'll click apply. And then let's just go ahead and save this slide deck. If I go out to the site and refresh the page, we should see Pinterest start to show up in there as well with the Instagram. So we still have Instagram images, but if we keep going, you'll see here's Pinterest, and if you click it, it'll link off to Pinterest, to whatever user or pin board that you want it to go to. So that's just a quick example of how you could use Pinterest and Instagram to create a dynamic source image or content slider for your WordPress site. And again, you could use any of the sources that are available with SlideDeck 2, and you can create as many of these content sliders, or these dynamic source content sliders, as you'd like, and insert them into pages and posts within your WordPress site to make it unique. So hopefully this gives you some ideas on the functionality and what SlideDeck 2 is all about, what you can do with it. Again, I encourage you to check out the written portion of this tutorial, or the full version of this tutorial, out on uploadwp.com, where I'll go into a lot more detail on this. So there's so much to cover within this video. I might do a follow-up on how to do more specific things within SlideDeck 2, but I wanted to keep this one kind of broad and give you an idea of what you can do with SlideDeck 2. So thanks for taking time to watch this one. Again, my name is Adam with uploadwp.com, and we'll see you in the next video.